That was
Okay. Yes.
14 years ago. It's a big church.
Now,
Union City.
the Mormons.
Yeah, Union City. They got a big.
The reason I'm going to do this because
Oh, because you want.
Rick asked me about the Mormons. What I normally do if I have if Rick or anybody asks me questions in Texas, then I teach it, I explain it. Then later, after I'm done explaining everything, I go back the next day and then I do it on the video. But it's easier to do here. Okay, Mormons, listen. This part of the country where we live is close to New York City, and New York State, which you know, but these people don't know. Upstate New York is huge, and it's country. It's not city.
We got a border between New Hampshire,
Teach.
Vermont.
Okay.
We also Canada, part of Pennsylvania, a little bit of Ohio, which is the Erie, the lake, which is Columbus. Ohio. Oh, forget about it.
So New York State.
New York State, upstate, forget it. It's huge.
And a lot of people, when they hear New York, they just think New York City.
They only think about Manhattan.
Yes,
Brooklyn, the
correct.
5 boroughs. Manhattan, Brooklyn,
Yes.
Queens, and Staten
Yes.
Island. Right or wrong?
Yes.
But
Now,
they don't know that we have by the Hudson, especially by the Hudson River, all the way out to the Hudson River,
Yes.
which is go all the way out to Canada.
Yes.
Right or wrong? The Hudson River.
I believe it does.
It is from all the way up.
Yeah.
That's what I.
Now
part of Canada.
now how did I get in New York about the Mormons? Rick asked me about what about the Mormons. This is what we're going to do. There's an area in upstate New York which was referred to as the burned over district. The reason this is in the 1800s. Now
That's where they come here, even earlier than that.
Yes.
The 1700s or 1600s, and I believe in the late 1800s, they don't really, getting, very used to New York, so they have to go to the part of the Midwest.
Yeah.
What is Salt Lake City, something like that?
Salt Lake City.
Yeah, about that. There's a lot of communities.
The area called the burned over district. The reason it was called that, it was not because of fires. No, in this country, you had two what's called Great Awakenings, or Great Revivals.
Revivals.
One was in the 1700s under a Puritan preacher from this region called Jonathan Edwards.
Manhattan. New York, actually, not Manhattan.
And then in the 1800s, you had another Great Awakening. These are historical things. The second Great Awakening was under a primary figure of that was Charles Wesley, who was more of a Pentecostal preacher. Okay, now I'm going to get to Mormons. Because they did all these revivals in that area.
No, but you're right, because we have to review that first in order to.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
that was the background.
Excuse me.
Because a lot of churches came in and did revivals, the people in that area were like, we're tired of it. Which one is a true church? You got this revival, this one. Then Joseph Smith was from that region. This is in the 1800s. And Joseph Smith, this is the story without being critical of Mormonism. The latter Church of Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints, I'm not going to criticize, I'm going to just give you their story. Joseph Smith says that he asked God, which one is right? There's so many of these revivals taking place, so many churches, which are right? According to the story, through visions and things that happen, God said, I'm going to restore the true church back, and that true church, according to Joseph Smith, I obviously I don't believe this, but it was the restoration of the church that the branch that he started. Now, that brand of belief is called restorationism, meaning this. In the 1500s, we had what's called a Protestant Reformation.
Well, that's what they come first.
And the Protestants broke away.
That were 1539. I believe so. That was 1539 or 1545. With the culprits, they come here,
Yeah.
First. Before Christopher.
Yes.
You know what
I was just talking about that the other day. I was talking about that the other day.
And even so, who came first? Even people from Netherlands.
I taught the Dutch traders,
Yeah, Dutch.
colonists
That's the
came,
Dutch that come first.
and they named it New Amsterdam.
That's right. That was down in New York, New Amsterdam.
It was New
And they
Amsterdam.
built a beautiful wall. That's what they call Wall Street now.
Yes.
Wall Street.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And speaking about religions, what remember the joke? What do you get when you mix an atheist with a Jehovah Witness?
I forget.
Well, you're going to like this joke. What do you get? A Jehovah Witness and an atheist. You get somebody that rings your bell for no reason.
Oh, you're going to be famous.
That was a
I'm
No
gonna.
reason.
I'm copy.
I want to keep it. I want to keep that on mind.
I'm gonna copyright that. So if it becomes,
That's the truth.
oh, I'm gonna show you all something on a video. I just forgot. No.
that one.
You like that? He likes
Rick,
what
watch what
I
happens.
like that one.
Now, Danny, my friend Danny, today, I told him today is my daughter's birthday. I'm not going to post this until after my daughter sees her present. Bethany's birthday is today, July 25th, and my dad's birthday is today, July 25th. So we're going to do a group thing. Look what Danny did. Now, Danny's a cheapskate, and he brags about it. He brags about being a cheapskate.
Big time. Big time. Big time.
Big time cheap. He smokes 3 cigarettes a day because he don't want to spend more money.
I
He
don't smoke at all.
buys the cheapest pack.
Yeah, $2 a pack.
But you know what Danny said
Cowboy cigarettes.
when he knew
Vaquero.
when he knew it was my daughter's birthday.
Vaquero, right?
When he knew it was my daughter's birthday, look what he gave me to give to my daughter. Free. Look what he gave me.
Ooh, tell me. No,
Today
don't tell me anything.
today she's 30.
30. Now think of a 30-year-old woman.
Oh well, I think. I mean, let me see.
pick out-
30.
Look.
I know the difference.
Look what Danny gave me
Let's check
to
it out. I
give
want to
to.
help you. with
Open
that.
up. Yes.
I want to help you. Let me see. Oh,
Look.
Oh, yes.
Look it.
And it is.
Yes, I
Wait,
know.
he's already there,
Yes.
Look it.
right? Part
Yeah.
of
By
yes.
the way, I looked at the name on that pin,
The-
and it's
Now.
exactly
It's
the
exactly
same.
the same.
Asked
Same
Danny, I
name.
said,
We
is it really
figured it
from
out.
Zales? He says, no, I
Same
just,
artist.
he sells this stuff. He says, I put
It
the
is
box
the same,
on it
yeah.
because it makes me get a better price. So that's Danny the salesman. What other, oh, you know, I'm going to tell the story
And
of your
Enrique
painting.
Ricardo, who sells garments and clothing
Yes,
for good brands from
Yes.
Manhattan, New York City.
yes.
You know, talking about Manhattan
Your background is Peruvian and
and
Italian.
Italian. That's it, guys. Peruvian and Italian. From Genoa.
And
And,
what-
actually, I was raised in
Give the
Bergen, in
history.
Brooklyn. I'm
Okay.
from Brooklyn. Yeah.
Okay.
I was raised there.
My mom is from Brooklyn.
From where? Big Ridge?
I don't
because it's all
remember.
the area, you know,
Yes.
between Kings Highway,
Yes.
which is Avenue Q, then it's part of Ocean Parkway, and Brighton Beach. Well, Brighton
Yes.
Beach is now filled with a lot of Russians.
Oh.
You know that.
Who
That's
built-
what they call the Little Odessa. You know?
Who built the bridge? Who built it? Who was the designer? He built 13 bridges in New York City.
Let me think about it
He's-
now.
There's a park named after him by the United Nations building. He was
was
responsible
one
for the United Nations coming to New York City,
I think I got that.
and he butt heads
He
with
was-
Mayor Fiorella LaGuardia.
That was the one that was the mayor.
One was the
For
mayor.
how many terms? How many years?
Oh, I
2, 3
forget.
terms? No, was with the early 70s. I believe, yeah.
his
Late
name-
60s and until the late, then Mayor
Yes.
Koch was
Thank you,
who
thank you,
replaced
thank
him.
The man who was responsible for those bridges is
Thank
Robert
you.
Moses.
Robert Moses, right.
Okay.
I believe so, yeah.
I got
Yes.
my paper for
Oh, yeah. That's
I saw it.
How about you,
Look,
Victor?
you think I'm
Nice,
joking
I like
about
that.
Danny being
La
cheap?
Guayabera, no?
Somebody
La Guayabera,
gives
yeah.
every day. A nice man that reads his paper gives that one to Danny for
Oh,
free.
yeah. Blue.
Because he won't buy it. He ain't gonna pay for
A
the
little
thing.
beige. Enjoy the day, huh?
Very
or
frugal.
cheapness, whatever word you want to use.
So what is some of the history of Peru? What?
Peru is a big. There was a. We're talking about the Inca culture.
Okay.
That was back in the 1300s, and then when the Spaniards, Spain, took over in
Yeah.
the 1535. God bless you, Mister.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm choking.
Oh, you're shocking, huh?
No,
They
it's
took.
called,
They went to you know what they
Allergy.
call the conquistadores, los conquistadores. They took everything from Peru.
Oh.
We have a lot of gold mines, and Francisco Pizarro was the one who took. He was in charge, and he took all the gold, tons and tons of gold out of Peru. And you know how many boats or ships sank right going back to Spain?
Wow.
Oh, forget about it.
So,
At that time, we're talking about the 1600s.
yes.
Until we do have the independence, which it was 1821.
Oh, after our
July.
after our
As a matter of
independence.
fact, it's going to be there's a Peruvian celebration. Monday is the Independence Day.
Like their
the
independence?
27th. No, 28th, Tuesday.
Okay.
But tomorrow is going to be a lot of parades all over Patterson,
Very nice.
Queens, Florida, which is a lot of Peruvian community in Florida.
Okay.
In New York and in New Jersey,
Yes.
in Patterson, New Jersey.
Now, do you want to tell? This is up to you.
Wow.
You want to tell the story? I think it happened in Peru, if I remember. I don't remember all the
Wow.
stories. Didn't you ever get shot?
Oh yeah, once.
You want to tell the story or not?
No. That's
Okay.
we-
I thought there might be part
that's
of.
something.
You were shot in the head, weren't you?
Yes.
Many times.
But you have gone
That's what
back.
they called me. My mother called me the cat.
You have
the
gato,
cat of the night.
gato.
The gato. That's what they called the cat. My mom.
Now tell me those some more about your history in
happened.
Peru.
In
That's
Peru,
what I want.
I got
you
nothing to tell you because
okay.
this is. I was raised here.
Okay.
Well,
I was there only. I was there.
That's what tell.
When I was born in Bainbridge in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And then I went back to live with my grandmother.
That's why I
Felipa
remember it.
Giuliano, which is Italian.
Yes.
But at that time she was living in Peru, in Lima, and I was there. And actually, every year or every other 2 years, I was coming here to see my father. My father was living in Brooklyn at the time.
And I remember.
And then he moved 1969. The racetrack area is where you coming from.
Yeah.
Where you live, 85th.
Yes.
In North Bergen.
Yes.
Yep.
But I remember the story because people might think, well, how is Rick got Peruvian and Italian? But your mother,
It's Peruvian for Peru.
Peruvian,
Northern
and
Peru.
she was doing the business
Here.
in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
She was working for a big farm company.
And the dad,
My
the
dad was
Italiano,
Italian. He was also working for a big chains of hotels.
and he met through the business. He met your mom.
Actually, I don't know completely the truth, but this is what
Oh,
my
that's
grandmother
the
told me.
story.
My grandmother told me that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, something was
I
going.
I have a question to ask.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Why do they call you Diablo?
They don't call me Diablo. No way, Jose.
Oh, I
they
thought
call me
they
the cat.
did.
Now, Rick, sometimes I
Diablo,
remember
they call you Diablo.
No, they called you
when I'm.
Diablo.
No. Oh, the guy who.
How long
Jose,
ago?
He retired finally. Remember that I asked you a couple of days ago? I said, "Do you saw Jose around here?"
Oh, he retired.
Finally, she told me that. I thought I was. I
Yeah.
thought I was at the hospital, but he retired.
He's retired. I'm glad he
Now,
got
Rick is an Italian with Peruvian as well. He's from North Bergen area, just like I'm Italian from North Bergen.
Yeah, exactly.
But because Rick has got the Hispanic Peruvian blood,
Everything.
in this area, there's a lot of Guatemalans.
He's also Swahili.
There's a lot of Guatemalans from this area.
He's also
But
Swahili.
I'm not like that.
But Rick doesn't like.
I got my hill, salt and pepper.
Sometimes,
10% Swahili.
sometimes,
From where? From Hawaii?
No, Swahili. That's a place.
sometimes when Rick is just walking doing his regular business, the business going to work. Sometimes because there's a lot of Guatemalans, which some are illegals.
I don't
Sometimes,
I don't think.
yes. But Rick's got the Hispanic blood.
20, no, I don't. I mean, that happens when? Not even 20 years ago. It was quite a few people, but now, forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it. It's, ooh, which, they're working people.
But people-
Hard-working people.
And sometimes
Only
this-
one few of them, they do a lot of, things like that.
Yeah.
But most of the people, they're very hard-working.
That's what I was saying when I went to
they're good.
Mexico.
Yeah,
Most of
Mexico
the immigrants
too.
are good people.
Yeah, they're good people. They're hard-working people, very good people.
Correct.
Yeah, they do and they don't know what, they don't bother anybody.
Yes, that's what I usually
That's
say.
it. That's good. They're good. They know, no mind the whole thing. They just do what they got to do.
Yes.
That's it. I do have quite a few people, quite a few friends. How you doing, Ricky? How you doing, Mr. Ricardo? Is everything is okay? Right, okay. Yeah. They're good. Very good. Sometimes, I used to go right to the corner where they always stand, looking for a job.
Yes.
And I used to go with my fellow because I'm here for more than 25 years.
Yeah.
My cousins, they have a business, construction business, painting business, cleaning.
Sure.
And we used to go there.
Laborers.
And laborers.
Day
Come in,
laborers.
guys. Come in. David, come on, go on with it, guys. Come on, let's go get it. Let's go. Yeah.
And there's a whole spot where they,
Yeah,
a
right
little
here.
bit down
It's right
Anderson
down Anderson
Avenue,
Avenue.
They all gather there, and they know to come get them for work if you need to.
They're good there. They don't, like I said, they don't bother nobody.
Yeah.
The fucking Trump talking about
I cursed on mine the other day. I used the F.
Sorry about that to tell you, but really,
Well,
they don't bother.
They heard me say it 4 times on the video the other day. Am I telling the truth?
The F.
I used the F word 4 times on the video.
Why not? This is
I
something.
counted because I thought, I don't know if I'm
I'm
going
not
to
an
put it.
atheist. I don't curse at all.
Look, I used
know.
it. They know. You all know. You heard it.
You're supposed to.
I do not curse at all. Really.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, honestly. You ever hear me? You hear this guy
No.
a second ago?
No, he's never. To be honest, no.
Yes, he's very.
Quite a few times.
Not much curse.
Now you like studying history, Rick, and
Oh,
a little bit of politics. and
I went to school. I was in college for almost a year, but then I quit
Who
because
was-
I wasn't in love.
Who was teaching you the Bible? Who was it yesterday?
Oh, my mother.
Okay.
My mother was when she moved back to Peru. She was very good. Oh yeah, believe me.
Yeah.
Sonia Martel. That's Martel, my mom.
Okay.
Sonia Martel. Yeah. She was the one who introduced me a little bit. She never pushed me.
Yes.
You can do whatever you want, but she was the one who know the interpretation
Yeah.
of every word about the Bible.
That's what you were
It's
saying.
not because you're
yesterday.
just reading and reading. No.
Yes.
Every word means a lot.
Correct.
Every sentence, you know what I
Yes.
mean? That's what.
They got good music on today
I
too.
love it. And I like it because it's a little louder.
It is, yes, you can hear it. This
Yeah.
is the.
So
Yeah,
that was
Rick
it.
was telling me yesterday that his mom would show the Bible.
She was good.
Give me. And do you have any question about anything about the Bible? Anything about religion?
Well,
Anything
I'm
about
just-
this
I
is a
only have-
debate between me and an
I
atheist.
only have
Let's-
I only have this to say. I only know because the Bible told me so.
Oh, but you
That's all I have to
you
say.
guys watch my videos, historical evidence, documentary evidence, physics. You know I do all that.
How do I
Danny
know?
knows.
The Bible told me so.
But he's critical of the blind faith.
And that's why I'm an atheist. The Bible converted me into atheist.
That's Danny's, but he hears me when I make the arguments. He
Everybody
listens.
should
He
read the
listens.
Bible, then be more atheists.
What book did I recommend last year? I don't know if you read it. I said you would like it. It was called Ecclesiastes, which is written by King Solomon.
Oh, Solomon.
It's
That
Old
was very
Testament.
racy, if I recall.
Oh no, Song of Solomon was the racy
Oh,
one.
was the
I
racy
might have
one?
recommended
Well, I
that
only know
one.
the racy one.
The racy one is the Song of Solomon.
Yeah.
He wrote about his love.
Yes.
But Ecclesiastes
Very
he wrote.
descriptive.
It is. And Ecclesiastes, which is next to
I didn't
Proverbs.
study that at all.
It-
No,
it's
I'm kidding.
You know Hemingway, the great
Yeah.
writer Hemingway. He had a book written. I forget the title of it, but it
For
came
whom the bell
from.
tolls.
What? Give me some of the famous writings of Hemingway.
All right, for whom the bell tolls,
Something about the sun never sets.
the sun also rises.
He got. Look, I didn't remember it. He's got it. The sun also rises. Hemingway got that from the book of Ecclesiastes, where it says nothing new under the sun, and it talks about the sun sets, the sun rises. Hemingway got it from that, from the book of
I did not
Ecclesiastes.
know that.
So you want to read the book of Ecclesiastes.
I
All
certainly
right.
will.
Any final word, Rick?
Any final word? What I
Talk.
say, Mister? Say hello to every one of them there.
Okay.
All right, my bless for everyone.
Yes.
And God,
And
I hope you can,
I want you to do your. I want you to share the stuff, the knowledge you gained. Let's.
I will go
I'm not going to
to-
shut it off yet.
I already have. As soon as I call you back, I wanted to give me your website.
Yes.
So I can,
You got the card.
change. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah. Put it right there.
And what do you think on the politics right now?
Oh,
Who do you
please,
think?
I don't want to be part of that. So far, it's too
Oh,
early.
okay.
It's too early for that.
Okay.
We're not even had the debate.
Because you know some politics.
Oh, good. A little bit. I love to. Well, like I say, every Sunday, I get up early in the morning to Channel 2,
Yeah.
Channel 4, and see my little politics from 9 to 11:30.
Oh.
That's it. That's it. Not every day.
But
Just-
every
just-
day it'll get you too mad.
No. Just Sundays.
Okay.
Just Sundays.
Uh,
Bob Schiffer.
do you
I love
know
Bob
the
Schiffer.
name Madeline Mary O'Hare?
Yes, she's
Oh, yes.
from my state.
Oh,
She's
yes.
from Texas.
Okay. good
She's
for
from
you.
Texas. You're
Yes.
right about that.
I used to go to all her lectures
I remember you telling
that
me
I
that.
could.
Yes.
All right. And she's the one that says everybody should read the Bible. That's her quote.
Because
if
it
you
was
read
negative.
The Bible, it'd be more
It's nothing to do with religion.
I have to
To
give
read the Bible.
credit.
It's nothing to do with religion.
You can
Anyone.
you can read it as history. You can
that's
read it
right.
as a
It's a lot
spiritual.
of things.
credit. He won't let me talk. I have to give credit where credit is deserved. Madeline Mary O'Hare, God rest her soul.
What's going on with this family? So great.
How's that for doing business?
The top atheists, the top ones today
Yes.
in the last 13 years are three.
Yes,
Chris,
Nicole.
Christopher
All the
Hitchens.
Cardinals
Yes,
and the
Danny
policemen,
likes it.
yes.
Christopher Hitchens, who passed away a few years ago.
Yes.
I liked Hitchens. I read his book, which was called God Is Not Great. I read it and I did a little book review on it.
right.
Sam Harris is the other top one from the last 10 years, and Richard Dawkins. These are the three top. And on my videos, these people will see it, you didn't know, but I talked about each one of their positions, and I also showed the
And how
Christian
many
view.
atheists have you made from doing that?
Oh,
You never
I
know.
want to know.
we've converted them to the truth.
Oh, I thought you made more atheists. Sorry.
That's the atheist. I don't know how many
Sorry
watch.
about that.
I think you're my.
It is
Confused in my
something.
old age.
I think you're my only atheist audience. It's just
Oh,
Danny.
that's
That's why I always put the thing on.
That's right.
Were you saying something like
Okay,
that?
now I'm going to
And
expose you.
Remind me.
Do you have Bibles in the trunk or not?
Yes, I do. I can open my trunk and show you because
I do have a Bible.
See what
I
I
like
tell
to know
you?
what I don't believe in.
See, he's seeking.
I have a Bible. The New Testament and the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Both. And also I have a Bible that is both together.
Yeah.
The old one, the old one and the new one. Yes. That Bible belonged to my mom. I keep it at the house. It's been there for almost, I believe she got the Bible that's what they call the pastor, the shepherd.
Pastor,
Pastor,
or the
pastor,
priest.
right?
Yeah.
Right. More than 55 or 60 years. It's still there in my house. Nice, yeah.
All right.
Well,
That's about
sometimes,
it.
When I feel like a little...
You guys, I like you guys talking. You get. They hear
Especially
me,
when Mr.
They hear me
Daniel
talk.
Berkovich.
and we're going to end with the story. And so Joseph Smith, because of the Mormon belief, eventually he did establish the movement of the Mormons. Really, just from the standpoint of a movement and a church type movement, it's one of the most successful. They send the missionaries all over the world. Eventually, they did wind up in Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
and they had a lot
but
of.
they had quite a few, things against,
There's a lot
the
of.
law.
There's a lot of. Historically, the church, Mormonism, is historically considered a cult because of various reasons. I normally don't use those terms because when Mormons come to my house, the young ones, I sit and talk to them just like this. And I even say to them, these are the differences between historic Christianity and Mormonism, because in the Book of Mormon it covers a whole history of when they believe Jesus came to this part of the world, and it talks about Lamanites, Nephites. I have friends that are Mormons, and historically we don't have any evidence for any of that.
Now,
so that was the problem.
Can we go ahead? Go ahead.
I'll tell you how the Mormons started. This farmer came out of the house and he went behind the barn and he found something in the ground, some piece of gold or something.
Yes.
And he saw Jesus.
That's part of
And now
part of that. That's
that's
basically
exactly
part.
how it started.
Yes,
And
correct.
now we have the Mormons.
And there was a special interpretation of what he
Am
found.
I right?
Yes,
You
that's,
know what I
that's
know
part of the
about.
story.
Part of that.
I rest
But
my
about
case.
And he was getting the
But about the
interpretation.
Amish
It was
people,
in,
the
That's
Amish-
exactly what
historically,
the
though,
Amish,
that's
Amish
not.
people too. The
Yes.
Amish is part of that. Basically, is
Okay,
the Amish.
no,
which is
now I'm going to teach you Amish.
well, not part of that.
Wait,
but
is it Amish or Amish?
I used to say
I think it's Amish. That's right.
Amish,
Wow, what do you
Amish.
think it is?
Well, it's one or the other.
There's
Is
a
he-
group. I'll do a little
I
bit
think
real
it's
quick.
Amish. I think you're right.
Amish. Of
course. After the
Philadelphia.
after the Protestant Reformation, I'll talk about it, of the 1500s, then you had a rise of other groups that came out.
Yeah.
You
Part
had
of it.
Mennonites, you had Amish, Baptist groups,
Baptist groups,
and so the Amish came out from that
Oh
area.
no, that was used to be Austria.
So they had
Austria.
that's
Well,
not
which
with the
is- I
would
Mormons.
say
Mormons
used to be
is
some-
1800s. But those
Well,
groups
it's
all
also
have
German.
Anabaptists,
Yeah, it's very close.
Mennonites, and all. They arose after the Reformation, and many of those groups do not claim to be Protestants because they just believe that they are going to the original beliefs. A lot
This
of
is a
this.
fact about Austrians during the Second World War.
Austrians?
No, but before that, the first one.
They were more anti-Semitic than the Germans. Did you ever hear that?
No, I didn't know.
They were,
They were.
They were more
They were
anti-Semitic.
more, a little bit more than that, you know, because it went hard. I believe that. And
More so than now. The Germans were bad anti-Semitic.
Do you-
Austrians were worse.
You want to know, man, you reminded me of something. When I was a little kid,
Wait, that's where this little fellow come
Did
from.
you hear him start a sentence?
That little
meant
fellow
you
come
don't
from.
talk.
You know what I mean? He was born there.
yes,
That little.
When you hear him
Hitler,
talk,
Hitler was born
Hitler.
there.
Hitler.
Yeah,
when
he
you
was
hear
the.
him talk,
He was a
that's a
painter.
sign
I'm
for
saying-
you not to talk. Did you know that?
When,
I-
Greg,
but
listen to
give me-
this story.
He's talking.
He
Listen,
was.
He's talking.
when I was a little kid, in my garage, I had a little sword. Listen,
Okay.
German sword. Yesterday, I found out the story. That little sword, when I was a kid, I had it. I have it now in Texas because it used to be at my house. And I asked my dad years ago, I want to take that little sword back to Texas. I know the full story yesterday. I knew part of it. My uncle, who I never met, in the 1930s, my uncle Bruno died.
That's my own. That's my
Please,
nephew.
when he's talking, you don't talk.
Okay, now watch this.
We can have it coming at the time that he's talking.
My
He's not
uncle,
done.
my uncle Bruno flew about 19 or 20 bomber flights over Germany. He was in the war. He's the older brother out of my father's family. So Bruno flew, and when he came back, he was a prisoner of war. This was World War II, obviously. When he came back, he brought 2 German pistols, which I don't know where they are, and he brought that little sword. It's actually a bayonet for the top of the rifle. But it's German. I used to think it was American, but it was a German thing. He brought it back at the end of the war. Now, he got a job. Listen how interesting this is. He got a job for a funeral parlor by Hackensack. And he was a pilot. And he was taking the owner of the funeral parlor on a trip, a private plane. He just had money. And Bruno was a pilot. He was flying over the Hackensack River. Now, I knew this part for many years, but I didn't know the rest. He was 23 years old, prisoner of war, pilot, bomber pilot, B-24s, my dad said. And when he was flying over the Hackensack, a pontoon plane came down, landed on top of their plane, and he was killed in the Hackensack. My father, Hackensack River, fighter pilot survived.
Little river.
Little River, and my dad told me the whole story yesterday. Amazing.
Oh, it's amazing.
I know. You'd be surprised. Like a
If you listen to
POW.
the rest, you learn something.
No, that was the main part.
No, I don't have to. He will tell me.
Very interesting because you survived the war, prisoner of war, and you died
That's
there.
the point. He
That's
survived.
something.
Yes.
He survived so many maybe battles. Who knows?
I could
so
tell.
many battles.
You hear
The rest of the story was interesting that my dad kept telling my daughters yesterday. But my dad was living with his aunt. Her name was Aunt Katie. His mother lived right here on Hamilton by Lincoln School. She had an
Oh, Lincoln
apartment
Street, that's right. Yeah,
on
Lincoln
Day
Street.
Avenue.
Yeah,
We
that's
passed it
I know
yesterday.
exactly what it is.
His mother lived there,
Right next to Roosevelt Street.
Yep.
Kennedy Street,
Yep.
right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what it is. I know.
but the aunt lived in Newark or Bellevue. His aunt. He was
Which
living
is,
with the
no,
aunt.
Bellevue is right next to Arlington.
She ran a
No,
still.
Arlington.
She ran an illegal still, and they sold. My dad calls it in Italian grappa. She made the grappa, and the FBI had an undercover go in, and they busted them. Yes, but she had a hidden door. I remember her. I met her. Her name was Aunt Katie. We used to go to Newark, and she had a hidden door in the hallway where all of the grappa, which is the hard liquor, was hidden. And the FBI undercover. This is back in the 1940s.
My
They came
mother-in-law
in
did the same thing.
Yes, and they arrested. She sold.
I did something
She
about
sold. She didn't sell the grappa. She sold the wine to the FBI undercover.
Oh.
They busted her.
That's why coming that we come from. Yeah.
They busted her.
My mother
And-
never got caught.
And my dad, who that was his aunt, my dad, the FBI talked to my dad. I guess he was 10 or something at the time. And the FBI said, do you know where your aunt keeps the grappa? And he's telling us yesterday, and he says, no, I don't know. And then he said, but after they left, he's telling my daughters, I wasn't going to tell them anything. You know, my dad hid it.
Your dad was training, I believe. He was 10 years old.
They bailed her out. She went to jail, not to prison, but she went to jail for the initial arrest. But they bailed her out because my grandma, Nona, she owned a bar right in Fairview. And they got money from the bar. She ran a bar in Fairview.
Right in Anderson Avenue?
Yeah, one of the famous bars that I forget the
Right
name.
the corner, and Dito's is one of the favorite because they do have the pictures of that.
She
But
owned
now
one.
now was condo.
Yeah.
4 floors. That used to be one of the big, bars for the 30s and 40s.
But they got the money. They got the money and bailed her. Okay,
Beatles.
30 minutes. I'm going to close it. It'll
No,
be
no,
too
you
long.
have
No,
Anything else?
whose cup is that?
It's mine.
That's him.
That's yours. Is it empty?
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
I'd
winning.
like to have it.
Yes.
I'm going to go up and get a refill.
Of course.
And will you get
For
me?
60 cents. Unless you want a
these
refill,
are-
I'll get you.
No, get a refill, but then you got to promise you get me one too. Oh, but this ain't okay. No, get
I'll get
one
a
for
refill.
you, and then get one for me.
I
Look,
will.
I'm gonna,
Right now, I'm going to
Go ahead. I'm going to give you a secret. Danny,
You know, that secret, that secret cup that's mine.
Danny has a lot of money.
I'm sorry. Say it
Danny,
again.
but he comes into the Burger King and the White Castle, and sometimes he doesn't even buy the drink. He brings his own
I know.
cup,
I'll explain to
and
you
he'll
when you
fill
don't
it up.
know.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'll be back.
actually,
Don't go away.
he admits, he brags about being cheap, but he gave me that for my
No,
daughter.
his name is El Chipo.
Do you get milk
El.
and all? You take it black.
I drink it black, but get yours.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
I get
going
mine.
right now.
Yes.
All right.
See, he don't want to. So he uses that.
Okay.
That's it,
Guys,
That's, wait,
I'm going. Oh, I wanted to
tell
know.
me the truth. Does Danny try to not spend any money, and he uses
Well,
the
actually,
cups?
he brings his own
He
lunch.
brings his own lunch. I know
And his
this.
lady friend, which you know,
Susan.
Susan,
Yes, very pretty
She's
lady.
a pretty nice, good-looking lady.
She brings the lunch.
comes the lunch. Well,
So he won't spend the money,
No.
but he will sit like the
and he has a couple of, not a couple, more than I believe it's 4 or 5 properties around here. in
Oh,
South
he's
Area.
worth a lot of money. Whoa.
But then he's, you know,
That's why. Because he saves it. That's how he's. But he don't
Uh-huh.
spend. But he gave that gift free.
that's all right. I like that.
He gave it free to my daughter. I like the music. That's
Yes, I like the music.
Supertramp.
Super Tramp, yeah.
Some say.
1977, 76, Super Tramp. I
Okay.
remember that.
I like Supertramp.
Oh, I love that.
All right, everybody. That's it. Danny's getting the free cup.
Matt is gonna get
He's
free
gonna
coffee.
Get mine.
And guys, I'm here. I'm alive.
Do you want to give your phone that some?
I'm
you can
alive.
give
No,
it.
no, not
Some
yet.
Girl, some
Not-
girl might
next
be
time when I
interested
taste
in me. Okay. I tell the friends you can talk to anybody. All right.
I
Bye,
think
everybody.
everything is gonna go to
It's
the website.
yes. You can see yourself on. Bye. You see.